It has been said that if you are not learning, you are losing. Hence, it is essential to become a lifelong learner in this journey of life. When real estate magnate and financial maestro Robert Kiyosaki attended a real estate program in the early 1970s, he knew it was what he was meant to do. The best-selling author, recognized for his unusual financial lessons and enthusiasm for real estate, knows what works and what not. So, in this video, we're going to take a look at a few tips on how you can buy real estate with little or no money. Let's get started with the video. Number 1. Purchase money mortgage or seller financing. The first tried and true method for investing in real estate with little capital is via seller financing. If buyers are not able to obtain a loan from a financial organization, they can go for real estate funding from the sellers. In traditional real estate deals, the buyers will pay the sellers in cash in order to get possession of the property. A purchase money mortgage, on the other hand, is extended by the seller to the buyer. The buyers will afterward pay the required amount back to the sellers according to the parameters agreed upon. Number 2. Microloans. A plethora of new financing choices has created a market for new real estate firms to prosper. Microloans, as the name implies, are typically oriented towards startups or smaller firms that require resources to promote more development and expansion. Microloans are substantially smaller than the loans offered by typical banking firms. Lower amounts imply that these schemes' qualification standards, like credit score, are less stringent. A microloan is a wonderful way to invest in real estate when you don't have enough money to roll with. Number 3. Focus on numbers instead of emotions. It's really tempting to let money and greed influence your financial choices, particularly if you're a newbie to real estate investing. It is preferable to leave your emotions at the entrance when conducting business. The easiest way to accomplish this is to immerse yourself in numbers. Beyond yield and cap rates, consider the total price of each investment option. Consider the cost of vacancy, the expense of upkeep, and the risk tolerance of your renters. Don't forget to consider your own investment strategy as well, which will give you more confidence when it comes time to sign the deal. Number 4. Speaking of numbers, don't let them freak you out. Numbers can be intimidating at times. However, if you want to be financially strong and achieve your goals and objectives, you must become quite familiar with numbers. So, don't be scared by them. Numbers could be your best pal on your real estate adventure if you can add, subtract, multiply, and divide. When you get rid of your negativity and unhelpful attitudes about numbers, math, finances, and money, you'll rapidly see their potential. A number is meaningless in and of itself. Never consider a number derived from a property investment evaluation to be a number. Instead, use the numbers as a guide. The numbers are not there to perplex you. They exist to provide you with hints for unraveling the riddle of investing. These numbers are hints that will lead you to reality, such as, what is the cost of the investment? How does it actually perform? What can we anticipate from it in the future? For example, the number 10 has no meaning on its own. However, when that number denotes the total amount of empty units in a 20-unit apartment complex you're thinking about buying, it takes on a new significance. Learn to understand the 3 key financial reports: income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statements, and you'll be excellently on your path to using numbers to invent a story and complete the riddle. Number 5. Work only with trusted resources. You'd only entrust your child to a reputable babysitter, right? And you'd certainly hire a trusted maid or a trusted hairstylist to clean your house or dye your hair. However, you'd be shocked to know how many individuals seek financial guidance from totally unknown individuals, people who have no idea about real estate at all. Yes, you may get counsel from anyone, but why would you? Rather, spend time with individuals you trust completely. If you have complete trust in the major players you will rely on during the real estate investing procedure, including a banker, potential co-investors, a broker, or even your caretaker, you won't have to start from scratch every time and will be able to sleep better at night. Take care of these connections as if they were gold. So, how can you locate a reliable source? You must complete your homework. Figure out first if they are effective at what you wish to achieve. Simply because they have achieved success in other aspects of their life or career does not imply that they will find success in real estate investing. Next, determine whether or not they implement what they teach. Many counselors will give guidance to others while doing something very different for themselves. Why is this so? Seek for folks who truly take their own advice. Next, check if you can find out where they got their information. Inquire about the source of the data and whether they receive a commission for steering you in one route or the other. Finally, find out how they are compensated so you can determine whether you should trust them or whether they are trying to push their personal cause. Number 6. Start off with a small investment property. No matter how insignificant anything appears to be when you're just getting started, it appears to be such. As a result, it is frequently advised to customers to begin with a little investment for their first purchase. That being said, I want to be straightforward in that this does not imply that you should limit your thinking. On the contrary, whenever it gets down wherever you'd like to go and what you want to accomplish, you should think big. Once you've decided on a major objective, divide it down into smaller segments and more manageable tasks. Begin with the lowest step possible. Continue to move forward, starting with tiny steps and minor investments, and working your way up to larger ones. The more you gain from each triumph and, yes, even from the unavoidable losses, the nearer you will come to your ultimate goal. Number 7. Practice and perfect your patience. On television, we all enjoy seeing flip and sell programs. However, there are few shows that correctly portray the real world. Not flipping a property and reaping the one-time profit is the most effective investment strategy for real estate investing, and it is one that Robert Kiyosaki's wife Kim Kiyosaki has advocated for many years. Instead, turn the asset into a rental property that will generate ongoing cash flow that will deposit directly into your bank account each month. Number 8. Trade houses. Another feasible option for acquiring a new property is through the usage of trading houses. When you trade in an old property for a new one, you would not only be able to obtain a new property, but you'll also prevent the capital gains linked with the sale of your old one. This is another tried and true method of investing in real estate with no money. Having said that, purchasing a property for sale without any down payment is not a new concept in the real estate market. It is also evident to us there really is no such thing as a no money down real estate investment because the money will have to come from somewhere in order for it to work. As a result, whenever we talk about real estate investing, think about the long term, which involves buying and holding properties. The same is true when it comes to selecting the appropriate investment possibility. If something appears to be too good to be true, it almost certainly is. Be careful not to be in such a hurry to secure the first appreciating asset that you misread signs and disregard your gut instincts. Real estate, like many other businesses, is in a constant state of flux. It's a real, breathing entity that must be respected. If you have little or no investment experience, you should exercise caution as you gain more information and confidence in your ability to make financial decisions. Maintaining a thorough awareness of the subtleties of real estate investing will become much easier if you have a deeper comprehension of the subject matter. Know that property investors who really adapt will prosper, and in doing so, will put you significantly ahead of the competition. Well, there you have it. If you have enjoyed this video, do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to see more content like this one, press the bell icon so that you get VIP access to our future videos. Thanks for watching, everybody. And with that said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.